Hi everyone, it's Adrian Leah. This is going to be a crafting video. I wanted to sew the bread bag. I just finished this week's assignments. I still have studying to do. I wanted to get the assignments and other quizzes out of the way. So I I'm going to start next week's reading and quizzes early, the quizzes that are associated to the reading assignments, because I am going to add those questions to my study guide that I'm making for my exam next week. And I have a drug exam too. It's not the same as the exam that I'm talking about, but when I say drug test or drug quiz, I could say drug quiz, but it's like an amalgamation of the other words or the other drugs that we've covered in other weeks. So I I'm gonna get the supplies, and I'll use the featherweight sewing machine. So I have my sewing machine here. I don't know if I have to rethread it. And didn't I didn't oil the scissors yet. I actually forgot, so I'll have to do that. So you're gonna hear the in the video. Um, I think this comes apart. That was that noise. I want to use the Kool-Aid one. I'm thinking I'll use this one because it's kitchen related. I'll see how big it is. I know it's a fat quarter, but I'll hold on to this. So it'll be one side, and I'm not gonna line it because I want the bread to breathe, and I read that cotton is a good choice. I wanted to make a linen one too, but I don't have linen to use for this. me doing my own measurements because, well, I looked at the previous bread bag that was used, and it's perfect because it's like this length. That's just what I found would be okay for it, and I'm gonna make it a drawstring bag, so there's room for that too. Um, I'm kind of thinking I like the idea of using this picnic one, but I want to have leftovers so that I can use it for something else too. But I think like it would be kind of kitschy. So I I really want to use this. I think it would be nice with this one. It's kind of fun. Let me see how much I have of it. I shouldn't have like I didn't use a lot of it, so I think that should be plenty left over. So one side will be this, the other side will be that, but um, the inside is the wrong side, so can I just seam rip it? Let me see. And I read some of the pamphlet stuff for the vaccines that I received. So I got the hepatitis B and um, MMR, and I think I'm gonna do the second hepatitis B shot just because I think it would be useful. I'm thinking about it, but I mean, I already got the first one, and it wasn't necessary for the school to for me to get the second one. I jumbled that sentence, but I think that maybe you could understand what I said. Um, and luckily, you don't have to start over the series for these shots, which is good. Um, because I feel like one of the reasons why they have the technicians get them is because you're doing the vaccines, or there's like more exposure to other things that could link to hepatitis B. There was this one. I'm gonna get the scene number. Well, there are multiple instances where this could happen, but there is one specific incident where there was a drug diversion where uh, it was in a hospital, and then the nurse was using or reusing needles and replacing the fentanyl injections with saline, and that caused some patients to be exposed to hepatitis B. So it's definitely helpful, and there could be other instances, but um, I'm thinking more on the medical side, but um, it's kind of one of those things, and it reminds me of one of the formulas, or like the math formula. I don't know how to can I that we were doing recently, and they're called allegations. So they're during the lecture, it was referred to as the math problem that we'll most likely never use, but we learn it anyway because a couple of years ago, sorry, I don't know, because it looks like there's the surge was used here to reinforce it. I I'm not sure if you're able to get through those areas unless you do something specific with it. But I think I might just cut it actually. So sorry if like I don't know if a sewer would ever watch my video and be upset about it. So in the pharmacy there was a technician doing an allegation formula, and they did it incorrectly and killed a 2-year old. So now it's mandatory for the technicians to get certifications. Oh, it differs from state to state, but for many of them, and I feel like the numbers are increasing. And then I mean, the school was saying that they usually favor a resume or an applicant that has gone to an accredited school for learning this field of study. Um, I do that. And they said that the pharmacy community isn't big anyway, so that wasn't super relevant, but it was in a way. I'm not sure if I'm able to. Nope. You know what? I'm just gonna stick to cutting it. It does not want to be cut that way, at least for me. Again, maybe sewer might have a way that they do it, and I suppose I'll find that out when the time comes. I think I'm gonna make banana um bread just because, well, I would like banana bread and I don't have many desserts in the fridge right now. I honestly was like, I have enough to make the honey cake or the Benedict, but I don't think I'll be doing that today. Okay, so hopefully it isn't too. I don't think it's gonna be short necessarily, but I accidentally ripped the a way that I didn't want to rip, so maybe I'll be able to use this area for something else because I was like, maybe I could just use that part and I won't have to do as much of sewing because the other side is the side that I cut into. So um, should I put it the other way? No, that's fine, I guess. Sorry, I keep like covering the screen. Um, so I cut from this side. Where did I rip from? Maybe I ripped from the on the wrong side. Either way, I think I'm close to what I would like to do with it. So I might actually keep those edges. Should I? Because maybe it might be nice to use it for something else just because it it'll be a little raw on the inside for this project. And I could use these edges for other things. So I might save that for another day. It's a little wider, but that's fine. Mark it. Sorry. Here, there's gonna be a little bit of a size difference, but it's okay. It might be like a wider bag instead of a taller bag, and I actually think that might be nice for this project. Hopefully, I'm cutting the right side. Maybe I could have done the other side. It's fine. Well, I guess this is how big it's gonna be, and let me put it up against this. I don't. I'm gonna have leftovers, but not much. Um, I don't know if I need to cut it really, because I barely have that much left. So I wanted to use it for something else, but well, I'll pin them together, and I might cut it if I'm able to use the leftovers for something like the picture shows up. And I want it to be a drawstring, so I will do right side with right side. I'm gonna use yarn to do that. Well, I guess I'll have a little left out, a little left over. I'll see about the seam allowance. Right now I am. 'Cause I could use the iron and fold it down. So at least it doesn't fray too much. Am I? Um, is this straight? Um, well, it's just. Maybe I could save some at the end. know if I should just pause it because I don't know if I'll get to this sewing in this video since I'm still working on this. And my uh, YouTube on my phone, I still can't get it to work. I didn't even, I don't know if I said I uninstalled it. I don't know if that's like the wrong choice of words. I deleted the app, but I don't think it was different from the option that said to uninstall it. So now I can't reinstall it because it was never uninstalled. But when I try opening it, even through like the App Store, it doesn't go. So I'm not sure what I should do because I've restarted my phone a couple times. And maybe I could try, like maybe there's different updates now. And I'm assuming if I reset my phone, I could look into it, that it resets like everything, and I don't want to do that. I think I'm gonna pause it just so I'm actually sewing. I restarted my phone again and YouTube works. I had to look up how to put it back on my home screen because I didn't uninstall it, and um, now it's fixed. And I finished doing the pinning my project. I feel like it could fit two loaves in here, and honestly, I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking maybe I could use it as a project bag. I don't know because I have so many project bags. Like, do I? I don't think I have so many project bags because I kind of use like bags that aren't technically project bags and just put projects in it. Um, but if I did make it into a project bag, I probably would want to line it. This is in my hair thread. So now I'll start sewing. I don't think I'm gonna get through the whole thing. I might. I have a tendency of taking forever with everything. And I was thinking about making banana bread, and then I saw how much butter it took. I'm gonna get more butter and leave the house and get more butter. Um, but I don't have much butter left because my mom made something and she used up some of the butter. So, and then I was looking up because there's bananas, and I was looking up peanut butter cookies because I was thinking maybe um, I could make it and it has less butter, but it has the same amount of butter. So I'm thinking about doing uh, some butter substitution. I'm not gonna substitute the whole thing. Where's the... Do I have to rethread it? 1 second. I think it's fine. I feel like it happens sometimes. Sometimes when I haven't used the machine in a while, not just with this one, but my other machine, and it takes like a moment for it to, I don't know, sense that I'm sewing again. I made more of the crackers yesterday, and I think I'm gonna do something a little differently. I think I'm gonna make half a batch, which is nice because I won't have to use as much ingredients, and it doesn't take that much butter, but I did use some butter for it yesterday because based off of like, well, the pan and then how it was cooking, because it was maybe on the thicker side, I could have put it in for longer, but I didn't want to. I really liked the edges on how crisp and thin they were, because I was kind of just spreading it out, and then I think I would want them to be like the outside, less of the it's a sourdough discard, so I think I'm gonna just have it and then thin it out even more, and I think that would be it because I really like um, how the edges are, as I said, a lot. I think one of my favorite things about antique sewing machines, and I said this too, that they're not loud. It's almost like on the same level as a typewriter because I like the way the typewriter sounds. I think that might be a little louder. I don't know. I haven't heard one like a real one in person. And I'm feeling um, the work college energy this week because it's all like kind of crammed into this coming week. And there's like mainly food stuff happening aside from the potluck. Um, there's stuff outside, and I just can't. Um, I mean, I could walk by because my car is gonna be near that place, but um, apparently there's gonna be like light refreshments and um, it's like a Spirit Week thing. I don't know how frequent Spirit Week happens in college. I didn't actually pay attention, but it seems to happen a lot. And then they're doing it outside, and I'm like, I don't know why, because it's over 100 degrees during the daytime, and I had this conversation with my friend too, because I just am surprised that there's so many outlets here, like outside, and I'm thinking like, don't you want to go inside? But I do feel like they get cold easily here because I know someone in class was saying that she was cold, and I'm like, it's literally like what 73 degrees, and that's actually kind of on the warmer side for me. I prefer around honestly like 65 to 70 for me. I can see why some people might think that those temperatures are kind of, even though I said like 73 isn't cold, but when you're making the room like that, someone might think it's too cold. But I like it to be chilly, and I like bundling. It's like my favorite part of cold or cooler seasons. That's why I'm like, how am I gonna get a farm if I can't, like, well, I can. Like, I walk outside and then I walk back inside because I don't want to deal with the heat. And I'm excited, like, wherever I end up, I don't think it's gonna be the US most likely. And just to say, I don't think I got scammed or anything either. There's this one time, like, the visa application people asked for um, the last four digits of my card number, and I accidentally gave them like the front and back of my card number, and they didn't do anything about it. Then they said not to sell my card either. Um, Regardless of whatever happens, I feel like I'll go to a country and I'll be able to be on the countryside. Me, I don't know if I'm just like having these big dreams and literally saying, "Oh my God, hot weather," but um, because when I was younger, I um, well, my parents are like, it's like you live on a farm. And I'm like, in my mind, maybe that's what I want. Like, I think I want to live on a farm. And I'm constantly trying to, like, recruit animals for some reason. And I was thinking about doing, like, a fostering thing for a pet. Well, it's not going to be my pet, but I think that would be nice. Sorry if you hear, like, the inconsistencies of me sewing. That's because it is inconsistent with me sewing. But I'm having fun. So. Because I think it would be cool to have a sheep, but I don't want to be like inhumane or anything if I'm like gonna be not going outside to help it. But maybe the sheep could live inside too. And it's always like when you have a pet, you're always thinking, but what if they're lonely and they need a friend aside from you? And so then you get another animal to go with them. I'm thinking a cow would be too much work for me. Um, Randomly, I thought about hedgehogs because I see like different um, animals that are on my feed, regardless of the app I'm on. And one of them was hedgehogs, and I think hedgehogs are cool. I don't mind bugs, but I feel like when I was younger, I had more fun with playing with bugs. But now I'm just like, I don't want to like keep. I don't really want to keep them around for feeding the hedgehog. They also eat other things too. But, um, I also like birds too. At first, when I, like, before even having a bird, um, I, it's not like I didn't like them, but I just didn't connect to having a bird. I had a pet dove and I loved him. It was like so cool having him, and um, I think it would be nice. And then they're related to the pigeons, and I really like pigeons too. I think they're nice animals. Or birds. I don't know what category that is, but um, pigeons used to have it better, and we did them dirty. So I'm trying to, oh my god, see what kind of house I can build them with my limited woodworking skills. It's definitely gonna look rustic, which often comes up when I have a lot of confidence in something that I maybe have seen or done for 10 minutes and think that I can create something. It happens, so and I've hand sewn a drawstring for some of my decks, so I think it should be fine. Man, do I want banana bread or do I want peanut butter cookies? Maybe banana bread, because I feel like with peanut butter, it's so much, and um, I don't really exercise that much. I try to do some things that are active, like walk around the mall. There's actually a treadmill here and another machine. I actually don't know what it does, but it's there. And weights and stuff. So I was kind of thinking I would maybe do that instead of stepping outside. I think I might do the drawstring maybe in another video or do it and then show it because I haven't picked out the yarn that I wanted to use. I could do an I-cord for the drawstring, but I don't know if I want to do that. let me put it inside out or right side out. And it looks big because it is big. Oh, let me cut it. This part of it so I could use it for other things. I'll keep this. Somehow I didn't cut that straight too. It's fine. It could even be a bow for this. Don't know if it'll be long enough. Oh yeah. I think I was gonna do folded hem for them, but I think it's fun. Actually, it's gonna be on the wider side because I did want it to be like the this way and then that way. I think that's fun. It kind of looks like a pillowcase, and I could cut that too. But it's gonna be folded down, so something like that to fit the drawstring, and then it'll close like that. I don't know if I'm just gonna hand do that one actually, because it takes me forever to adjust things on my sewing machine. Didn't I got like I got that foot for the sewing machine so that I could do like those that type of um, stitch, but I would have to adjust it anyway on the sewing machine, and I kind of don't want to do that. So um, it's gonna be a little bit till I make another loaf of bread or 2 loaves of bread and put it in here. But I think it's fun, and I'm excited for how it's gonna turn out. So thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in another video.